He joins director David Lynch and Chantal for a slice of cherry pie, a cup of coffee, and a chat with us about his new movie, Twin Peaks.
But also this morning, a very interesting debate about a controversial measure that is being...
Maclachlan in Dune, Blue Velvet, the much-talked-about television series Twin Peaks, and now, as Chantal reports, a big-screen version of that series with Kyle reprising his role as the off-center investigator with a weakness for coffee and cherry pie.
The killer will strike again. Like the song goes, who knows where or when.
Kyle Maclachlan is back, and so are most of his TV show colleagues in Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me, the movie.
Love you, babe.
Twin Peaks fans know that the words Fire Walk with Me were written on a note next to Laura Palmer's body. TV viewers also know that Laura's killer was her father, possessed by an evil spirit. This movie unravels what happened leading up to Laura's death.
Life is full of mysteries, Donna.
I met with Kyle and director David Lynch at one of David's favorite diners. It's called the Hollywood Canteen. Both he and Kyle felt at home right away because there was lots of Twin Peaks food favorites, black coffee and cherry pie.
Is the crust good, by the way?
It looks like a good crust.
It does look like a good crust.
Actually, this is good pie. It's much like your movie. There's so much sugar and coffee and pie in your movie.
Well, you know, probably everywhere, but for sure in the Northwest, because the reason I know is I grew up there, coffee is extremely important, and pie is extremely important, and people have pie and coffee sometimes
You just
together.
say that with such a serious look on your face. I'm sorry, but I have to laugh. I mean, we're talking about pie.
It's absolutely true. And like my aunts used to take me to a soda fountain, and we'd have pie, you know, and my aunt would have coffee. You know, I would be little, I'd have like a milkshake or something. And that's just a thing that you do.
This movie contains a lot of sex, a lot of violence, a lot of sexual violence, in fact. So I pose the question to you, are you both ready to take a lot of heat for this film?
Do you know you guys are going to take some real interesting interview questions
We
on this?
live in an oven.
Yeah.
That's how much heat we're going to take.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's always the way it is. And the world is you want everyone to love, you know, what you do, but it you know, it never happens, and it never is going to.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
When I saw this movie, the person I saw it with said to me, I don't get this movie, I don't get it at all. So I posed the question to you. Do you get it?
Well, I have, yeah, I mean, I have a point of view about it, or my opinion about what I think it is. Actually, watching this movie gave me a better understanding of the series and of the initial episode.
If you weren't a fan and follower of Twin Peaks when it was on television, am I wrong in thinking you're not going to get this movie at all?
I think that the people who know it, Twin Peaks, the series, real well, will worry that others won't get it.
Yeah.
And I've had people who have never seen, you know, Twin Peaks see it, and they get it. They don't get it the same way. The thing makes some sort of sense, enough sense so that they can, you know, they could talk for hours afterwards about what it meant.
Yeah. There are so many different and strange perceptions of you. I told a friend I was coming to interview you today, and she said, David Lynch, he's such a strange bird. I've heard that he doesn't have a refrigerator in his house. In fact, I don't even think he has a kitchen. Now, that's odd, if it's true, is it?
I have a refrigerator.
Okay, I want to be sure of it.
I've seen it, I can vouch for that.
And you have food in your house and you have a kitchen?
I have, yes, I do. I don't cook in the house. And that's because of the odor and a film develops on the walls.
Should I pursue this, Kyle? I don't know, Kyle. There's something that
Makes
should... I
complete
feel
sense
like
to me. That's absolutely.
the relationship that you two seem to have is so terrific. You know those kind of relationships where you don't have to finish sentences?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And they get it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you now have that?
Yes, we...
I think we had that from
Yes, we
do.
See, he's rusty. I hadn't seen him for a while.
It's been a while.
We'll be back in just a minute when Good Morning America continues.